Good morning, everybody. It's Tuesday. It's a beautiful day, but it's a great day for Solar Voids. Alright, we have completed an actual insane amount of progress over the weekend. Let's start with the big one. As you can see here, as normal, we hit put both of our keys, but we got our Grandmaster key. How were we able to make that happen, you may ask? Ooh, that's a good piece. Well, we were able to one key. I repeat, we were able to finally one key. Hard clan boss. So that's huge because then we can start hitting brutal. And getting the full chest because I think we for the most part are gonna 3-key this. We always get about 7 points something on average. Sometimes we dip into the 8s, but more importantly, it allows me just to click this button and find out if we're gonna 1-key. Now the 1-key on this is still varying. We don't always get it. We got it today, but what's different? Well, honestly, there's not a ton different, but the artifact enhancement event over the weekend, we took the opportunity to max some gear up on some champions. We weren't able to get everybody's, but we just did about as much as we could. And so the silver count's a lot lower than what it was last week. Might as well just grab that. We're going to be pumping through a bunch of that. Anything here worth it? Not necessarily, but we were able to really push forward in a lot of content because of that. So then what we had is we had a number of these missions that we were trying to get through as well. And so we actually pushed all the way to Ice Golem 16. And that was actually a fairly reliable farm. But in Dragon, we were able to push all the way to 20, and this one was a little bit less reliable. Actually, 19 was pretty reliable. But 20, we were able to get most of our battles completed there. And so that was actually huge. So then we went in here, and we're like, you know what? Cagebound has a shield on his A1. Maybe I can beat this guy. And we were able to. So basically, I just let them do whatever they wanted until they got to the boss, and then I manualed, because I wanted these two to die. Because I just wanted him so he's not counter-attacking all the time, because he has a 2-turn shield on his A1, and the boss wasn't strong enough to break the shield. And so he just A1'd it with his lifesteal to death. And that was about it. It was pretty cool. Alright, and so then we keep pushing forward, and we're like, oh, Void Shard. But the Frostbiter, unfortunately, you have to have Black Revive or a Burn to actually kill it. So, folks, unless you have some sort of trick, I just can't beat this, which really, really sucks because I want that Void Shard so bad. If you remember, my last video was about a Minotaur grind. Minotaur grind has gone pretty well. We're already into the red scrolls for Tree Shield, Towering Titan, battle stage is coming to an end. We got a few of these got in him, but we couldn't farm it reliably enough. So we basically got to the point where he's at about 50. So what I'm doing now is I'm getting food to get him to 6-star, and then I'll duo the Minotaur with a Boro and Tree Shield. They're going to be doing all the damage, and then I'll bring these 3 in on the side and just try to get all 4 of them at once to the best of my ability. Alright, let's go in here. Let's see if we got any more fights that were just easy ones. These tag team arena tournaments, they take forever at the lower levels because you only get like 30 points per fight if you win all of them. I'm wondering, I might have to put gems into it, but it's good value though, these tournaments, and I'll show you here in a little bit why I like them so much. And it's mostly due to the top reward, but the middle tier rewards are actually quite good as well. So we've been trying to put all 20 of our tag team battles in. Ooh, actually, I don't want to have this go to the waste. I have clan mission I need to do. sure, because it's Tuesday it resets. But anyway, back to what I was saying. When you go into this tag team arena, like, for us especially, the 3-star chicken's valuable, but energy, gem, soulstone, shard, and then this essence, all just awesome. So trying to get as much of this, I think, is really crucial for us every single time that pops up every other week. Hey, let's do our clan hop so we can get our Yakara. Ooh, we could get a void shard though. Let's see what the missions are. So comment down below, what do you think's more important? Do I just go and get the void shard? And basically I'm going to miss a week of these champion fragments because I'm not going to be able to recuperate 900 of those without a CVC. What's more important, void shard or fragments? I'm going to have to throw that up to the clanmates as well. Okay, let's see what we got. Legendary artifacts. It has to be a weapon. Nope. We could go hard in spider. Try to get 350, because 350 times 3 is 900 plus 150. So we'd actually gain. We'd be able to do both. We actually have a champion that's capable of doing this now. Yeah, we're gonna have to go and build some teams around. So how many spiderlings do I have to kill? 2,000. My God. That's so much. Okay, so we're not gonna clan hop right now because I'm gonna see if I can get 3 of these. I think I might go for that. I really don't want to go into spider though. I really want to. Do we just go all in on tag team? I don't have a whole lot of increased attack champions though. 700, and then we can break even. You know what? Let's just do this one. We can do a bunch of tag team, which we were going to do this week anyway. Alright, let's go and revamp my tag team teams now, because I do have champions that do increase. So we're actually going to set this. This is an increase attack, so we're actually going to set that priority number 1. Oh, wait, these aren't my tag team teams. These are just different teams. We got this, folks. We got this. So we're going to start from the get-go. Okay, we need increase speed. I'm going to start at the top. Okay, we need increase speed here. And then we'll go here. Here. But let's go like this. And then we want to make sure that they are doing the abilities that are going to get me the improvements. Just making sure. Okay. Cool. Okay, so now for this team, actually we don't want Battle Sage there. We want Battle Sage here, so we can get a speed aura. And then we will do something like this, I think. No increased speed, but that's okay, but we will have our increased defense, so we're gonna just prioritize that so we know that that's what they're doing. How much faster is Slixus than the other champions? Quite a bit. So this might be our tanky, you can't kill us team. Maybe do a Teryx. Okay, we'll try that. And then the last team. He's got increased defense. Then we need one more champion. He is 5-star. Whatever. It doesn't particularly matter, but we want Towering Titan. do this one. And then this way, I think in most of these fights, we will then be able to... Who's overlapping? Ooh, Cagebound. Let's go with Rock Beast. And Rock Beast does have an increased defense. So... Alright. So what we want to be able to do is just make sure all the abilities get off without us actually killing the other team, because we fight a lot of one-man defenses, and it's probably going to take the whole week, but that's okay. And normally the increased speed one we don't have a whole lot of issues with. We need to level this how respects up, but I don't care how we do it as long as we're able to get it done. Slow fight here. Alright, see, I'm worried about... Okay, this is a team that's just our tanky team. This team might not even win. But Tarek's just smacking people, baby. He's kind of good. This one we get our increased attack and our increased defense. Okay. And then here... Yeah, see, that's what I'm worried about with that last team. With Slixus is sometimes he just smacks a whole team. Alright, well, nothing we can get. Okay, well, that's cool. So that's going to be our path to getting those missions done. And then we're going to try to, this week, we're going to try to get all of those elite quests done. It's going to take a lot, obviously. We're going to try to get all of those elite quests done, and then what we will do is we will go to the shop, and we're going to try to get both of these. But if you were only picking one, tell me below which one are you doing, because that is a tough one for us. Okay, but what I really wanted to do today is I left the Lizardman faction crypt out here because I wanted to see if we can make a little progress today. Is this just only arena? And 15%, okay. I'm not sure if I've even tried this or not. I'm sure at some point we have. But we have a pretty solid team here, and actually a lot of our guys are just ready to go, you know. I mean, 4 of these are 6-star 60 and who we use regularly. So I'm just going to try to manual through this because I think just general wave content we're probably likely just to be able to beat it. But I'm not confident about... Husk has a stun. But I'm not confident about the boss necessarily, so I want to be able to get to the boss fairly reliably. Alright. So Cagebound, folks. If you have a Cagebound, you're doing the Void challenge, I really highly suggest him. He is kind of insane. He is the whole reason I was able to get to, in my opinion, the higher dragon stages, the higher Ice Golem stages, but then more importantly, he is obviously huge in our clan boss, and he solos that spider at early stages, obviously. But it's because he's just got, I mean, he's so tanky for us. He just has ally protect and decrease attack. I mean, that's everything a team needs to try to stay alive. It's super helpful. And so if you have one and you're sitting on him, haven't really made a decision whether you're going for him or not, he is most definitely worth it. He's been kind of an MVP for us lately. I'm super impressed with him, and because I thought he was only going to be really viable in clan boss, and he's viable way beyond that. He's got a big breadth of what he's capable of, because I mean, I have him in lifesteal with War Master, obviously that's a big part of it, but he is just, he's able to stay alive. It's helpful. So alright, we're trying to kill these side ads. Here we go. And I'm saving my res because I want to... Slixus is obviously going to go down here fairly soon. We just need to try to stay alive. Kill this guy. Alright. So now what we need to do... I don't really know what his big abilities do. So what is this heal swap? I can't remember. That fear, man, is brutal. Okay. Decrease attack is going to be big. Keep decreasing his defense with our Broad Maw. Maybe get a poison up? Nope. Alright. Staying alive. If we could somehow 3-star this, that'd be kind of clutch, but it's just gonna be a matter of whether we can time everything up right or not. So, and I'm not too worried about that at this point. I just want to try to get past it. Because if we can get past it, then we can... I think we can get quite a bit farther because, again, I don't think wave content's going to be much of an issue for this team. We even got a nice little faction war aura. But feel free to tell me, where is your best faction crypt? Obviously, a lot of people's is lizards. Just because since we've started, Teryx was a void rare. Broadmaw's a free fusion. Slixus was a fusion epic. So I think that's an obvious place to start for a lot of people. But if yours is different, tell me below. I'd be interested to see who are some champs I may be missing out on in Faction Wars, because I'm just using whoever I get. But at some point, I'm going to want to try to level this up and try to get as many of these faction crypts done, if possible. Getting a Lydia would be cool, and got to start somewhere. So who's the underrated guys that you have? Ooh, I should have revived there. If he can survive... Okay, that's alright. I've always kind of enjoyed Faction Wars. I feel like they are kind of a fun, unique part of the game. You just get to use other champions in a meaningful way. So we did beat him. Okay. That's good. We need that book, and I want to start getting this legendary stuff. So what's next here? Bigger glyphs, too. And it's in a meaningful way because the glyphs and the materials are super valuable for every account, because perception is obviously really goated in this game and can be kind of used everywhere. So what we're going to do is we're just going to push into this. We'll take a peek at the events and tournaments and see if there's anything worth our attention. But see what I mean? I feel like we're going to be able to cross the barrier of these waves pretty easily. Now, granted, that was just the first wave, and we haven't ran into any Valkyrie insane Warcaster waves or anything like that yet, but we will someday. We will, and hopefully we will be ready. Alright. Yeah. So, this could be a really big week with us, especially with the clan gold situation. Void Shard and your Carl Frags. If we're able to pull that off, folks, I was gonna just go ahead and move my clan, or move clans today, but I don't think I'm gonna. I think I'm kind of excited about that. That's gonna be kind of the jackpot for us. What we need to start doing is getting people that are able to do brutal clan boss, so we can get that maxed up. I've even contemplated getting my main accounts just switching over just to put one key in there, because I know they'd 3-star it, obviously. But I know that we would be able to clear it in one hit, and then just everybody can get double rewards from it. But I'm not sure if I lose progress in Hydra and stuff like that on my main account if I do that. So if you know, feel free to comment that below, put that in the Discord or something like that for the Jagad's Void challenge. So, alright, so we're just going to see how far into this we can get, and then we're going to be grinding that tag team like a madman. I mean, I feel like we're sitting good still. A lot of survivability here between Broadmaw and Cagebound. Cagebound heals himself up a little bit. The regen gear, actually. The regen gear on Broadmaw is really what's caused our another reason of the insane progress is he doesn't have to hit to heal anymore. So that lifesteal was good for a little bit, but ultimately that's where it's at. Okay. We're starting to slow down a little bit here. They're a little tanky. I think we're going to have to target some of these folks here because we do not want this constant reviving each other. Slixus. Oh man, Slixus. Laying the hammer. And that's without, that is without Helm Smasher too. Just War Mastering his way through this still. So I think long term, what we're looking for is we're just trying, or short term, we're going to try to get the Tree Shield Knot to 6-star, get his masteries maxed up, while kind of doing all the other things. And the reason is I think I'm going to replace Terex and Clan Boss with him, because then we have another decreased attack just to really make sure it's good. But then we're going to have an increased defense with a heal, and I think that's going to be better than the Strengthen that he provides, and then also has a second revive. And so I think that'll just keep the team alive longer, just a little bit longer, which is just what we need. Alright, good materials too, folks. We're really starting to pop off. I love it, I love it. Okay, so we're just going to push further into that. Collect our rare book. And, folks, I don't want to say we're on easy street, but we're on our way to it. Otherwise, I think that's going to be the whole video. Like always, I truly appreciate you guys stopping in, and don't forget to like and subscribe on your way out, and I will see you on the other side.